Good day, fellow observers. Today we're continuing our Parks Edition testing for version 13.2.9. This time we are headed to the strawberry fields in Central Park, which is related to John Lennon of the Beatles. So it is a 30-minute drive, 5.4 miles. Let me activate FSD. Okay. So we are going to make a left here on stop, and now we're moving out from a parking spot. Okay, good stop here. Alright, so FSD is slowly turning, so that's good. Okay, good. So you'd have to really check for blind spots just in case. And now we make a left here to 59th Street. Okay, good. FSD is yielding to this crossing human. And then we make a right to 39th Street. So there are talking people here. Let's see, are they going? I don't think they're going. Okay, no, they're not going. Alright, so we are making a right here. Okay, good. To 39th Street. So we continue straight. And now we cross a green. Okay, good, good, good. Now we cross an all-way. Turning left to Woodside Avenue. I do think we are headed to, where is that sign? Yeah, Edcotch Queensboro Bridge. So let's see here. Yeah, we're going to Edcotch Queensboro Bridge. Now we make a left here. So we're now on Woodside. My brain froze there. Okay, turn right here. Alright. Then we make a left to 52nd Street. Okay, so it's supposed to be the right of way of the human. Okay, good. But FSD kind of moved a bit forward. And then for me, I would have slowed down further. So that's why I was kind of like unsure if FSD would really stop, but then it eventually did. So now we cross the hump, and just going back, that's something that you'd have to adjust on your end when you're using FSD. Sometimes it doesn't slow down at the time that you prefer, so just keep that in mind. Now we are making a right here to Skillman Avenue. Okay, turn right on stop. Okay, good stop here. Alright, good, good. Okay, alright. Okay, so this is a parking spot. Yeah, I might have to disengage here because FSD is not positioned well. me activate FSD now. So it got confused with the parking spots. It thought that that was the street because the car right in front went there and parked. So I think FSD was following the car ahead, but that car actually went to a parking spot. So that's why I had to disengage. So we are continuing our advance here along Skillman Avenue. I've been trying to look for the sign. So we just go straight here, and in 0.9 miles we are making a ride to Queens Boulevard. Okay, lane change to the right lane. Good. Advancing because there is an SUV that's on hazard. Now we advance here. Okay. Now we continue forward. Okay, good. So now you see the skyline. Is this the skyline of Manhattan, or this is just the area in Gantry Plaza State Park? Yeah, this is still Queens, those buildings. I do think those are still on... Wait, maybe not. I'm not sure now, but let's find out. So we are continuing our advance here. A green. Okay, good. So FSD is just right behind this bicycle. Let's see if FSD will pass this bike. Okay, no, never mind. We are turning right here to Queens Boulevard towards Queensboro Bridge. Now we turn right on green. Okay, let's see. Okay, good adjustment there for FSD because it seemed like that car was about to make a right as well. wants to continue straight towards Queens Boulevard, but it has to make a slight left. So now we continue moving forward, crossing the screen, and I think we just need to follow the road. Okay, you see here, if you see the triangle, it's not really on point. Or maybe it thinks that, yeah, the route is saying to be on the outer lanes, I think. That's why you don't see this flush. Okay, now we cross the green. Okay, good, good. Now we cross a green. Okay, good. It was able to see the cones. It veered a bit to the right and went back. That was good. Now we're on the lower deck of Queensboro Bridge. FSD is using the 60th Street westbound. Okay, good. Okay, slight right here, then we advance. Okay, so we still have a green light, so good. And again, this is something that you'd have to keep in mind. You don't really want to get a red light at this time when you're on the intersection. Let's see. Okay, now it's red, so at least we are close. Should be advancing soon here. Okay, good. Come on, let's go, let's go. Okay, good. Now FSD would need to move to the right lane because it has to make a right turn to 3rd Avenue. and let's see if it can, because it's kind of packed. That would be good if it can. So FSD has a chance to make a right here. I mean, make a lane change, but it's not taking it. Okay, we have a green arrow. I don't think FSD can make a turn here. So FSD just gave way for these two cars. And yeah, it's trying to make a right here. I don't think it can though. I will have to disengage this if it keeps on trying to make a right. Yeah, see, this is now the thing that needs refinement. Like, if you're in the city, you'd have to be very early in prepping for a right turn, because this one, it's not gonna work, because it will just try to make a turn on a lane that's supposed to go straight. So I will have to disengage this and just move forward, and then I'll reactivate. So now we have a green light. Disengage because FSD wants to turn right on a lane, while on a lane that's supposed to go straight. Disengage. Okay, so I remembered to drop a Tesla message, so that was good. Okay, I think I could just make a right here. Alright. Okay, never mind. So I re-engaged. And actually we kept the route because I was trying to avoid blocking the intersection, because I don't want to have the red light on there. And that was a good way to at least transition back to the original route. Now FSD is able to find a window here. So things are busy on the left lane because there are a lot of people, cars, delivery vans that are unloading and or on hazard. So just want to point that out. Now we are on the middle lane, and in 0.1 mile we are making a left to 66th Street. Okay, good job. FSD was planning to move to the left lane before this truck, but it realized that it's not moving forward, so it crossed the green light first and then made the lane change. So we are continuing our advance, and we are making a left here to 66th Street. left here. Okay, good. Now we are on 66th Street. And we cross a green here. Now we have a green light. Oh, so I saw a pedestrian there that was about to run. And now we're crossing a green. Okay, we have a green light. We are continuing our advance. Okay, good. So as you can see here, we are passing through Central Park because we're on the east side and heading to the west side of Central Park because the destination is on the west side. And just a travel update, we are 3 minutes away, 0.7 miles. Central Park West. Turning right here. Alright, good. Now there are no parking spots on the right side, so I may have to disengage early and keep moving while I give my takeaways later. So that's just a heads up. Now we have a green light. FSD is running on the slower side here. Okay, so it's somewhere here on the right side. And we have a green light. Okay, good. Okay, we have a green light. We are already here. Okay, so let me just disengage now because there's no way for FSD to really stop. And let me give my takeaways. We started FSD on a parked spot. FSD was able to move out. Then it was able to, I think it crossed a stop, several stop signs, all-way signs, and I'm just trying to remember as much as I can at the moment. It went to several streets, and the only street I remember was Skillman Avenue, and it went towards Queensboro Bridge and went to the bridge, crossed it on the lower deck, and adapted to, there were cones there. Well, FSD saw the cones and it was able to avoid it. Then it went to the city, and I had to disengage because FSD was trying to make a right on a lane that is supposed to go straight, but it turned out after disengaging I was able to find a way to make a right turn, because the thing is I didn't want to get a red light on that spot because FSD is gonna be at risk of blocking the intersection, so that's why. And I realized at that point that I could just make a right turn, so I just did make a right turn and re-engage. Then FSD also adapted to the traffic and also the parked vehicles on the left side, so it moved to the middle lane and then eventually went back to the passing lane to make a left turn. Went through Central Park, through a street which I don't know what it's called, and then it made a right to Central Park West. Now overall there was a disengagement, and FSD though was able to adapt pretty much. So it's an okay drive, but since it's a city, it's like having a disengagement is, I think, something warranted at this point because of the nuanced scenarios where the window to make a lane change is very short sometimes because it's just a few feet away. Then FSD is not making an advanced lane change in preparation for that right turn. So those are the things you have to keep in mind as you use FSD here in the city. And there are a lot of things that could happen as well. For example, if they're crossing pedestrians that might try to beat their red signal, so you'd have to keep that in mind as well. Because earlier when we had a green light, there was a car ahead that was about to advance, and then there was a pedestrian that tried to run but then canceled it and went back to the corner. So those are some of the things that you'd have to consider while driving in the city. Now those are all my takeaways for this test, and if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!